Palomers, welcome or welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today we're looking specifically into a no contact and or separation situation, what they wish you knew. And I've got two piles for you. This is pile number one, this is pile number two. Pile number one is Granny's Postcards Tarot. And pile number two is the Awakened Tarot. Take your time, see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to. I do want to say this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If one pile's messages don't resonate, then choose the other. If both piles' messages don't resonate, then it just means that maybe there aren't any messages for you in this video today, but I do hope that at least one of the piles' messages do resonate. Please be careful of scammers. I would never reach out to you asking you to follow or subscribe or book a private reading, so just please be a little bit careful about that. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. There's not going to be an extended for this reading, and I also wanted to say that I am recording this video during the Festival of Lights, which is Deepavali, and so if you hear noise in the background, it is going to be people bursting firecrackers. These readings are timeless, but I am just recording it during this time. All right? Okay, I'm going to give you a few seconds now to see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to, and then I shall begin. Pile one, for those of you who chose the Granny's Postcards Tarot, this is going to be your reading, all right? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes, think of your person, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Alrighty, pile one, specifically for no contact and or separation situation, what they wish you knew. And I don't know if you caught it in the introduction, but if you didn't, I just wanted to say that I am recording this during the Festival of Lights, which is Deepavali. So if you hear noise in the background, those are people bursting firecrackers. Okay? So I just wanted to give you a little bit of a heads up. Alright, pile one, let's get into your reading. We have the Sun, we have the Page of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the Seven of Wands, the Empress, Six of Wands, Nine of Wands. Very interesting energy coming through. It's a little bit of bittersweet energy already coming through. I also have your Oracle cards. We have Divinity, Compassion, 4343, Healing, yes. And then we have Wisdom. All right, there's quite a bit of information that's coming through. Let me start. So first off, your person keeps looking back at the connection that once was there between the two of you. This is definitely a no contact situation. I don't think that both of you are in each other's lives anymore. That message is very, very clear. And I think that your person does feel the loss of you, of your connection. What they keep looking back when they think about you, when they think about, you know, your connection, is actually how loving and caring you were, pile one. I think that there were a lot of, I guess, difficult times that your person has been through, not related to your connection. I think that they have just had a very difficult life. And I think that you were, I'm hearing their umbrella in the rain. That's one message that's coming through. And I think that your connection often gave your person respite from the pain that they had been through in their life or the pain that they were going through in these other situations. Now, regardless of the reason for your no contact or why both of you decided to go your separate ways, your person feels that this connection is something that they will always cherish. And it's a matter of pride for them that they were with you for as long as the two of you were together. For some of you, I am seeing this to be like a divorce or even a separation where both of you feel that you are better off without each other. There is a sense of closure that is coming through, and that sense of closure has been helping your person heal as well. Now, your person, at this point in time, they don't know if there is any reconciliation. I'm not getting reconciliation energy. What I am getting is your person looking back and feeling grateful for this connection. They genuinely feel that this connection has been one of their greatest pride, is what I'm hearing, but also something that they feel to have been an achievement in their life, like the blessing that this connection has been for them. You have been so loving, so caring, so much so that you probably are, or at least in this person's perception, you are an angel in their perception. Yes, I feel like clarifying that, but it's kind of like the amount of respite you gave your person in the painful situations that they have been through. It is something that they will never be able to repay you, nor will they be able to express their gratitude for it, because no matter what they say, they will not be able to, like, words are not enough, Palwan, to tell you how much you've actually changed your person, how much you have helped them grow as a person as well, whether it was in your connection or even outside of your connection. When the two of you were not together, it's kind of like your person has used you as an inspiration to grow, to heal all the painful parts of them, or even wounds that they had not related to this connection. I am seeing other aspects of their life. Like I said, your person seems to have had a very difficult life up until the moment they met you. Even while they were with you, I do feel there was some kind of darkness your person was dealing with, but I think there's just something about your energy, something maybe about how positive you are, maybe your determination. It's something that your energy has been very inspiring for your person. So maybe you've also been through very difficult times in your life, but you've managed to maybe face them bravely, or you've managed to grow and not hold any resentment, not hold any bitterness, because there's something about you being love that's coming through very, very strongly in your reading, Palwan. And that is something that your person, they feel like it is a blessing to have experienced your energy, to have even seen you as a person. Just being with you by itself was a big blessing for your person. Another message that's coming through is your person does feel the burden of this no contact between the two of you. They do recognize that it has been this heavy weight on them. But at the same time, I think that there is, like I said, there is some kind of closure happening with your person. Like they seem to have accepted this situation between the two of you. At this point in time, your person is focusing inwards. They're using your light, they're using your energy to gain some inspiration, and they're looking inwards. They're looking to work through all of the pain that they've been through. And I think that you, in some way, Palwan, give them the courage to be happy. To choose happiness as well, to choose love instead of being anger or bitter about their life. I also think that your person may have had a lot of difficult relationships in their life, a lot of relationships that had caused pain, and your relationship, just the amount of love, the unconditional love that you had for your person, Palwan, it's really changed the way your person looks at relationships. Maybe in the past, your person thought that, okay, this is how all relationships are, or I'm never going to be able to meet someone who can genuinely care for me. Everybody always wants something out of me, is also what I'm hearing. However, you never expected anything out of your person. I don't think that your person had ever experienced someone like that. And that by itself, it's changed their perception of relationships. Like, yes, that can exist. Such a person can exist. I shouldn't be so bitter and, so resentful all the time. I can keep an open mind. Yes, there will be people who are out to get me. Yes, there will be people who, work against me. However, my person, that's you, Palwan, has shown me that there are also, a set of people who will be kind to me, will naturally align with who I am, will show me unconditional love as well. Maybe at the time that both of you were together, your person was not able to hold the intensity of your love. That's also one more message. But like I said, there is a sense of closure at this point in time. Like the connection, your person feels your love, and that by itself, taking it as a blessing, is how your person is going within to heal. They're not looking, like I said, they're not looking for reconciliation or to get back together. So maybe this is two people who've parted their ways, and then you will always have love and respect for each other. or maybe your person is just on their healing path that they have to look inwards. They've not yet thought that far into the future about maybe reconciling or even coming back to you. But this is where your person is at right now, pile one. I think that there has been substantial growth within your person. More importantly, I'm feeling love. You know, even in my heart space, I'm feeling love. And I think that your person has kind of tapped into a higher frequency of a connection with you. And just even knowing it exists has given so much of relief for your person. Just so much of, I think they really struggled with being anxious that, you know, they would probably never find a connection that makes them feel good, that makes them feel safe. But just even how much ever time you spent with your person, it could have been just very little time as well. But that just changed your person from within. They want to do better by themselves and by you as well. Your love has truly inspired your person to grow. And more importantly, to heal as well. Let's get maybe a message or advice for you. Let's take a look. It's possible that when your person, okay, we have the Chariot and the Fool. So like I said, maybe your person is in the middle of their healing, that they're being called to look inwards. They haven't thought too far. But with the Chariot and the Fool coming out, I do think that things might actually start getting moving. I don't know if that was grammatically correct. Might start to get moving. Yes, okay. Might start to get moving. I'm hearing that Michael Scott sentence, like sometimes I start a sentence and I don't know where I'm going. I think there's something that he says, right? In The Office. Yeah, I feel like that applies here as well, where your person, they're getting started on their process of healing and going within, trying to maybe embody love just the way that you do, trying to have more kindness and compassion within themselves, just like you do. I feel like constantly saying just like you, just like you. So I think that you are a massive, massive inspiration for your person, pile one. And I don't think that your person knows where this is gonna go with the Fool energy, but they are on that path. All right, so that is the final message that wants to come to you. I don't know what's gone down between the two of you or why both of you are in no contact, but your person knows that now's the time they need to become like you. That's the energy, and that's what they wish you knew, that you have been the greatest source of inspiration for them. And no matter where both of you go, or whoever you meet, maybe how many years passed, they will never forget you, pile one. You have made such a big impact on this person's life. And for some of you, it doesn't even have to be a romantic connection. This could be a platonic one. Actually, I'm getting more themes of platonic, work, familial as well. I'm getting a variety of themes coming through. So you've been a source of inspiration. This person, they look up to you and they want to be more like you, pile one. All right? And it looks like they will succeed in doing so. Alrighty, pile one. This is where I will leave you for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you're looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. There is not going to be an extended reading for this particular reading. Alrighty, pile one. Take care. Trust your intuition. You always have free will. Catch you in my next one. Bye-bye. Hi pile 2, for those of you who chose the Awakened Tarot, this is going to be your reading, alright? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes, think of your person, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Alrighty, pile 2, specifically for no contact and or separation situation, what they wish you knew. And I just wanted to say I am recording this during the Festival of Lights, which is Deepavali. So if you hear noise in the background, that is actually people bursting crackers. I would expect it for another 1 or 2 days. Just wanted to give you a little bit of a heads up. The readings are timeless, right? Just that I am recording this during this time. Alrighty, pile 2, let's get into what they wish you knew. Queen of Swords, Four of Wands, Knight of Wands, Page of Swords, the Lovers, and I gotta cover this up. And then we also have the Five of Swords and the Fool. Okay. I also have your Oracle cards. We have Evolution, Harmony with number 6, 8585 change, and we have Adapt. Okay. First off, there's a reason why your person hasn't reached out just yet. They have been watching you, by the way, pal, too. Whether it's your social media or through mutual friends, your person has been keeping tabs on you. The reason why your person has not reached out is because they are currently going through some kind of a transition in their life, right? Whether it is with respect to their career or even I am seeing something to do with their evolution. So it could be maybe getting a degree or maybe shifting jobs, moving places. It could also be leveling up in terms of relationships. So maybe even clearing karmic debt as well. But there's something about their life at this point in time that needs their entire focus so that they can grow through that experience, all right? And your person knows that if they were to come in with the energy that they are in right now, it will not do justice to you nor this connection. It will not be, or it will not go how they want it to go. And that clarity has set in with your person. Your person, they've kind of been thinking of different scenarios of how to approach you, how to come back, because there is definitely reconciliation energy. It is very full in your reading today. So there are thoughts about coming in. There are thoughts about starting conversations again between the two of you, maybe even talking to you, asking you how you are. Might not completely be reconciliation, but there is a lot of energy of your person wanting to talk to you, wanting to start conversations again. All right. So I'm not sure, because even if I say reconciliation, the energy is more, maybe let's give it another try, or let's start talking and see where that goes. That's the energy that's coming through, all right? So I just want to clarify that. Now, what's going on with your person at this point in time is some kind of transition in their life, right? So as I mentioned with the examples, and they know that if they were to come in with this energy, then maybe your person has planned out so and so things to say. They know that if they come in right now, they will not be able to say any of those, or they might not be able to step into that energy, maybe because they're emotionally exhausted or mentally exhausted, physically. I'm also getting financially exhausted for some of you. So there's a particular version of themselves that your person has in their mind, and they are not there yet. When your person steps into that version of themselves, it's kind of like a standard that they're holding themselves to. That's when they will step in. But you are on your person's mind, Paltu. That energy is very clear in your reading today. So it's not like your person's forgotten you or they haven't been thinking about you. No, we actually have 6 coming out twice in your reading today. So I think that your person, given a choice, they would come in, but right now they're choosing not to, and they're choosing to just watch you right now. We have 4, 5, 6. So there is going to be progression, but there's a bit of a pause just before things start moving again in this connection. I also think that your person is slowly getting clarity. So even the energy coming through, I actually want to confirm this because I feel like there is some kind of divine intervention. I just want to confirm it. We have the 8 of Cups. All right, maybe there is some space needed for your person to make for this connection. Wow, that did not come out properly. I think that there are certain things that your person is learning to walk away from, certain situations that are not going to serve your connection, because I think that this connection is meant to step in when things are stable and secure in your person's life. And at this point in time, they are not. All right, so there might be some divine intervention coming through, maybe things beyond what both of you can see with the moon coming out. And I also think that your person might not consciously know this, but given it's coming out in the reading, I think that you both are intentionally kept away from each other right now. Like your person might feel it as this intuitive pull not to reach out to you until there's a specific version of themselves that they turn into. But I also think that on your end, you might also be kind of having that intuitive pull within you not to reach out or not to engage with your person, to be on your own. And maybe intuitively you know that your person is going to be the one to break the ice between the two of you, because they are going to be the ones, and it looks like they have to be the ones, because it's their life that needs to settle and their life that needs to make space for this connection. That's also one more message that's coming through. And I think that if your connection were to move forward at this point in time, it might not be where it should be. So there will always be that gap, and that dissatisfaction, will start growing within the two of you. And that's also how it is being presented in your person's energy right now. If they were to step in and tell you what they want to say or show up however they wish to show up, there will be that gap in how they perceive they need to show up and how they actually do. And that also will cause a lot of dissatisfaction. So it's not just in your person's energy, but it's also the energy of the connection, which actually I think your person might be mirroring or might be tapping into that. And that's why they're subconsciously feeling like, oh, okay, I will not be the version of myself that I want to, and I just won't be happy with that. I don't want to do it. That's kind of the energy that's coming through. So I would not be surprised if your person's actually tapping into a deeper energy about your connection. But there's something about your connection stepping in or flourishing only when there is space made for it. And right now there is space being made for it. It could be your own, like your person's limiting beliefs, their thought processes that could be working against this connection. But I am seeing specifically situations that are not serving this connection, or situations your person has to move on from, is also another message that's coming through. But overall, I think that this is coming actually from your person's higher self more than your person, just because your person is more like, I'm not ready. This is not the right time. I can't do this right now. Not right now. Those are the words or small sentences that are coming to me, just like in blips. But the full sentences that I am able to form, that's coming from another source. So I think that it is coming from your person's higher self, like, hey, don't worry, things are actually working out for the two of you. Things are shifting, and both of you might not even know how life or your person's life is aligning for this connection to step back in. So this might not even be a no contact. This might just be a limbo between the two of you, or maybe both of you have just not been able to talk about what's next for the two of you. I'm also seeing maybe your person has been busy and intuitively they've been holding back until they're ready to have conversations about the future, or there's something about talking to you or just even being in your energy that's also coming. So it's not necessarily talking about the future that I'm getting. It could just be, engaging more with this connection. Right? But until there is that clarity and that space in your person's life, this connection will be blocked from taking place in 3D. Just that both of you will be I'm hearing disgruntled because of that gap, and both of you are meant to experience the complete wholeness of this connection being very secure. So maybe in the past you both have been through cycles where it's fit but not quite fit very well, or you've always missed the mark on this connection being secure. So it looks like this time around I'm seeing like a progress bar. So maybe the first time around it was like 10% and then it just broke apart. Then the next time around it was 40%, so on and so forth. And now you both are meant to have that 100% fit of your connection. I don't know where that message came from, but I am seeing a progress bar. So maybe there have been multiple cycles in the past, and maybe now's the time for this connection to ground completely with the Four of Wands. All right. Let me get you one message or one advice, whatever wants to come through for you. Don't worry about spilled milk is also what I am hearing, but I am seeing that it might be, you might be looking back at the past, at the previous cycles of this connection not grounding in the past, and you might not be aware that things are actually working out for the two of you. Things are actually aligning for the two of you. So yes, it's important to look back sometimes, but if you keep that as your resting state, over time that starts to get very, very heavy. Over time, you yourself will feel the need and the pull to start looking forward, right? So what's happened has happened. Yes, it's important to make peace with it. It is important to work through your difficult feelings through it, but beyond a certain point, if you're still holding on to it, when it starts to get heavy, that's a big sign that it is time to let go. It is time to start moving forward, time to start looking forward. So don't look at the separation as, oh, this is just another cycle that's being repeated. Think of it as this is another cycle of this connection being more and more grounded. And this time around, it is going to ground completely, right? So there are 2 cups that are still standing. So maybe you are exhausted on your end. It is very understandable, pal, too, that, you know, maybe there have been so many on and off cycles between the 2 of you. But if you were to look back at the time that has passed and the growth that's happened between the 2 of you, maybe you would not look at it as spilled cups. Maybe you would look at it as part of the journey of this connection completely grounding in 3D. Right? So perception, how you perceive what has happened between the 2 of you, is important. And the more you can perceive it to be, even the missteps, even the cycles where they were on and off, the more you can perceive it to be part of the puzzle of aligning for the future, I think the more peaceful it becomes for you to, I guess, live in the moment, to be more present in your life. And I guess even if you're holding on to some burden of the past, it will help you release that as well, right? So one big message coming through is there's a particular frequency that your person needs to hit in their life for this connection to take place or come back around, right? So until they get to that point, and that is to protect your connection. It is so that both of you can experience that joy and that happiness and that wish fulfillment and that complete wholeness. Right? So don't think of it as we are being taken apart from each other. Maybe think of it as we're being given the space to align for our highest good. Okay. Pal 2, this is where I will leave you for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you were looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. Pal 2, take care, trust your intuition, you always have free will. Catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.